favorite story called Tell Me a Scary Story, but not too scary. I read it before, it's weird. Let me begin. Before we begin, I hope you will like the story. But if it gets too scary, will you just say stop reading? And I'll stop because I love you very much. Know when I was a boy, I lived in this neighborhood. A tall man moved into the house next door. I introduced myself and he smiled and he said his name was Johnny Walla. I like people who smile, but I didn't like Mr. Nihola's smile. It was a crooked, mysterious smile. I'll just say that. I stood behind a tree and watched him carry a large box into his house. Something shiny fell out, but rolled out and rolled across the street. I stopped at my feet. I picked it up, stuffed it in my pocket, and ran home. I couldn't wait to see what it was. It was a marble, a strange marble. I stared at it, and it stared back at me. I was a little scared. Well, not a little scared, I was very scared. I knew I would never fall asleep until I returned it. So that night at midnight, I got out of bed, dressed, and went over to Mr. Nihola's house. The house was dark, except for a small light coming from the basement. I knelt down and looked in. I saw something covered with a cloth. It looked like really creepy, so I shut my eyes. I leaned in closer, but before I knew it, the window flew off its hinge and I fell inside. Slowly opened my eyes, and there on the chair was the creepy thing covered with claws. I wanted to get out of there. Before I could get out, there was a voice behind me. What are you doing here? I turned. I saw the smiling John Nihola. I was just looking in to see if you were home. I stuttered. I'm your neighbor. We met earlier. Yes, he said suspiciously. So why are you here? Now, don't you know to never go into a stranger's house alone? I know my mom and dad told me that. I came to return this, I said, handing him the marble. He looked at staring marble. Then he stared at me. It's a very interesting marble, I said. And he said, smiling his quick smile, I have many interesting things. Would you like to see them? He asked. Be careful, Mr. Nihola said, smiling that smile. The stairs are steep. I wouldn't want you to tumble down. He gave me a look That sent shivers down my spine. He took my arm and I grabbed the railing. The stairs creaked and the light got dimmer and dimmer. I don't even want to do this. Blah. The story is so stupid. Bye.